Hi guys, welcome back to devlog 5 for Battle Fortress Terra. So, since last time, I've obviously been having a whole load of fun implementing and gaining some new insights into what I can add into my game. So I'm just going to delve straight in and we can have a look at what I've been doing. One of the things that I have been sorting out is this loading screen, which does have an image but it looks awfully stretched, but I was more interested along the bottom, having the text that I'd used there. I was really pleased with the font on that. And just being able to understand how it works, and obviously then leading into the main menu, which I've revamped with a little design around the buttons, and again that same font that I've used for the actual title and the text here, which works really well for kind of what I'm doing. Options, yeah, all these buttons all actually do work. Functionality, I actually change the screen size, resolution, text quality, shadows, all that kind of thing, so it helps it run smoother. Especially when you've done something like I've done today, like add a whole bunch of trees into this one map, so you'll see that in a little while. Again, exits out of the way. Another little idea I just threw in here was the mission board, because it was obviously easier now just setting up this main menu. I just threw this all in here, just to give an idea, a bit of a flavour of doing various different missions that you can do eventually just on your own, or maybe even like multiplayer, basically PvE. Yeah, it all just kind of comes okay, and then you go through and you can select which loadout you want. Again, this functionality hasn't worked kind of yet, but I'm just more interested in the actual main menu itself. So let's go in and see what things look like. Again, the loading screen comes up with different like tips along the bottom. So I've only got a few of those I've plugged in manually, but that all seems to be working pretty well, so I'm pretty pleased with that. So obviously it gives the level a chance to load up, which it should be loading my main mission starter level. As you can see, featuring all these new trees, which is great, and yes, they are destructible, and no, I don't spend several playthroughs shooting them all away to improve optimization. Quickly checking the FPS there. So yeah, as you can see, it just adds a little bit more aesthetic and flavour to the level. And I've also been playing around with a couple other things, the AI, trees and blackboards. So these AI, although that one's stuck, they do kind of shoot you, and you can see destroy them there. It doesn't that, so that's a bit loud. So yeah, obviously I'm kind of getting to grips with the AI blackboards and behaviour trees, and so that's all coming along a bit at a time. But I've managed to sort out what's going on with these turrets, which is great, because I'm pretty pleased that the base of them now stay on the Battle Fortress, while the barrels actually rotate, as you can see, up and down, so it works and functions very nicely. So yeah, that's all looking really good. Again, all these trees looking very nice. And lots of other things, as I mentioned. The main feature of this is I'm starting going through optimizations. So this Battle Fortress model is now the optimized version, as I mentioned last week from the yellow version. They're exactly the same, and they have 4 levels of detail, so it should be lower levels of detail as you're further away, more detail as you go close in. I've also added like a little zoom for the camera, which is just kind of a quick thing, but it just helps you see a little bit closer, so you can just see a little bit increased detail on the mesh and materials, sorry. See the turrets working pretty well, which was great. So yeah, those 2 biggest things. Like I say, the main menus come along really nicely. Things like these turrets. The actual turrets themselves, you probably noticed the laser turrets. I re-imported these to be able to do this functionality as 2 separate parts. So you've got the base and the cannons, and just kind of give them their own little flavour. As you can see, quite a little bit of detail. They're quite basic, quite primitive, but they do the job. So I'm pretty pleased with them. So yeah, the main menu also matches the in-game menu. You can change the options and exit back out. All functions fine. So that's come along really well. You'll notice that I've also there was a little bit of camera shake there with some of the weapons, so I'll just show you that again. There's another little functionality that I've tried out with that camera shake, which is good fun. Started off with it being very, very crazy, but made it something quite subtle, so you won't hear me when it fires, but you'll see the camera shake. I'm trying to shoot the enemy. You probably noticed the camera shake just a little bit, and it doesn't shake when you zoomed out, so it's kind of if it does shake, it's a lot more zoomed out, which is quite helpful. You don't want it shaking all over the place. So that's just another little thing. So yeah, I've been having loads of fun doing all of this. I want to obviously be looking at more AI and developing that a little bit, and obviously learning more things as I go along. Hope you've kind of enjoyed this video, and check out my other couple of videos where I've got a little splash intro image to the main menu, which just leads into this just nicely, and also my studio splash video, which you'll hopefully begin to see at the end of videos like this one. So I hope you've enjoyed it, guys, and I hope your projects are all going okay, and I'll see you in the next one.